I'll try to keep it short and sweet, so once you get back to enjoying the afternoon, this lovely new couple, Jesse and Chantel. For anybody that wasn't there, I am Jesse's best man, Ben. I've been his best friend for probably, like we discussed yesterday, over 15 years easily. And I couldn't be happier to be there today. Yesterday and today. Jesse and I grew up around technology since we were children. We had video games, portable gaming devices, computers, the internet, now smartphones. We've always had a wealth of knowledge or a source of vast entertainment at our fingertips. So in a moment of weakness, I went to what I knew best to help me out with this speech, the internet. I spent a few hours researching things to talk about, jokes, ridiculous stories, you name it. Several more hours passed and I couldn't believe all the amazing things I found. I mean, I found some really great stuff. And I remembered I was supposed to be looking for ideas for a best man speech. I threw all those ideas out and I decided the internet only knows one side of Jesse. Hopefully I know the rest. I thought about bringing up old embarrassing stories, all sorts of reckless or dumb things that he's done in the past, and we'll have a laugh at his expense. You know, maybe Chantel's face getting a little redder and redder over time. But, like when Jesse would throw his money away all the time when we were younger. And I mean literally throwing his money away. After we would go to the movies, he'd take the change in his pocket. He often had loonies and toonies. For any of the Americans in the crowd, that's clumps of 4 quarters and clumps of 8 quarters taped together. And he would take that change and he would throw it in a construction site. Pretty much like that. Naturally, I'd lose my mind and go running after them in the dark. Looking back on it, I realized he wasn't throwing his money away. He was enjoying watching his best friend run around a construction site in the dark like a headless chicken for the low, low price of $5.38. Thank you, you monster. For some reason, there's a time-honored tradition of merciless character assassination in best man speeches. But I planned ahead, and I decided not to. After all, he is coming to my wedding, and he has a lot more ammo to work with. But in all honesty, there aren't many embarrassing stories about Jesse. There aren't any deep, dark secrets about Jesse. We've known each other for over 15 years, I'd say. And as far back as I can remember, he's always been a really great guy. I'll give you 2 stories in hopes to prove that. Around the end of high school and the beginning of college, I began hanging around with a very terrible person. She didn't do drugs, she didn't drink, she was just very manipulative and took advantage of everybody that she could. The story would be a lot shorter if I had spine, balls, or even common sense back then. But as they say, hindsight is 20/20. At first, I did my best to balance my 2 best friends, Jesse and Sean, getting together with this girl. Slowly but surely, without realizing it, I was pushing them away. I started having not as much time to hang out, which progressed to canceling plans last minute, and even went as far as receiving text messages throughout the evening that I felt I had to adhere to, and canceling our plans, walking away. In retrospect, Jesse put up with it a lot longer than I expected anybody to. But we started to drift apart nonetheless. As I started to realize what was happening, Jesse and I had a conversation about how much of a doorknob I had been, and that was pretty much it. He understood I had made a mistake, he forgave me, and we moved on. He was as understanding as my family had been dealing with the exact same situation. He's been the only friend over so many years, pretty much for my whole life, that has hung around. He's stayed throughout everything. While other friends have come and gone, Jesse's always been there. And because of it, we've had some great memories over the years. My second story about Jesse takes us several years back. Around the time when we were about 14 or 15 in high school, Jesse lived very close to our high school. We would often walk home from lunch, play video games, scramble to finish homework assignments due in the next period, less than 30 minutes, or watch our all-time favorite on TV, Price is Right, with Bob Barker.
That's my show. I can beat everybody on that.
One of these lunch hours, Jesse's grandmother, Ev, was visiting from Cochrane. She and Ashley were talking away right beside the TV while Jesse and I were watching it. is down at the Showcase Showdown. So as you all know, this is pretty intense. Jesse asked and Ashley to be quiet while we were watching our show. So naturally, the two of them decided to talk louder and louder to try to annoy us. And in a split second, I watched my best friend go from sitting down, very focused on the TV, to grabbing an empty tin of travel candies, the kind that had the white powder around them. He picked them up, slammed them on the hardwood floor, causing the lid to fly off, and a big puff of white travel candy dust to explode in front of our faces. For me, this is pretty intense. I'd never seen the side just before, and this is pretty much like Jerry Springer in front of me. I was really enjoying this, and then the stare down began. Before the dust had settled, they were already shouting at each other. While they bickered back and forth, arguing who should clean it up, I watched in awe and wished I had popcorn. In the end, Jesse, being the good grandson and good son that he is, right, Don?
Yes.
Yes.
Ben.
He decided to clean it up. We all had a laugh, and that was pretty much it. I didn't get my math homework done that day because I was too distracted with this giant spectacle in front of me. The point of my story is Jesse is a passionate man. The things he cares about, he really cares about a lot. And although on that day, over a decade ago, he was extremely passionate about The Price is Right and became very angry at his family for teasing him, he never physically lashed out. He's never become physical towards anyone that I've ever seen, and he always knows how to keep himself in check. So to recap that a little, Chantal, feel free to relentlessly tease Jesse. He will always forgive you. And torment him as often as you can because he'll never lay a finger on you. Fair game.
Don't turn off The Price is Right.
Yes, that too. Jesse is an amazing friend, a great guy. I've already been told a perfect son. And I'm sure he will be the best husband to you, Chantal. The two of you will have a great life together and most certainly a long, happy, and loving marriage. Congratulations to the two of you. Jesse and Chantal.
Oh God, are we gonna?
I probably should say something.
Do you have anything nice to say?